What were the tasks and how did you choose them?
Well, we have a few tasks. You can see them here on screen. And we choose these tasks because they were easy going for our students. It was not difficult for them to exchange information about each other or about the things they eat or celebrate or wear. And these tasks usually also contain cultural elements, which Miri and I both found important, and we wanted our students to also have this intercultural experience. Oh, and one more thing. The exchange took place around the Christmas holidays, and we choose therefore tasks 3 and 4 because it fitted nicely into that time of the year. Both of our student groups were really looking forward to their vacation, and they were talking about it anyways in Dutch or in French. So we figured we could might as well let them talk about it in German as well. Plus, they could also practice to express future plans and share past experiences in German.
How did you organize task phases during class hours?
Well, we decided to go for one task per week. And as I told you earlier, we divided our students into 3 groups, and each student in that group was given a number between 1 and 7. Then we also then I also physically split my classroom. In my case, this was by a row of tables, effectively making it a 2-room classroom. In the one half of my class, the students sat behind the laptop and met their French partners in the virtual world. And in the other half of my class, my students were very busy preparing for their turn in the virtual world, or if they were already there, they were engaged in so-called post-task activities. For example, in the first task, which was the blind date task, they started with a pre-task activity. Pre stands for preparational, so they prepared their task. Pre-task activity, where they had to write down questions and answers about themselves on a sheet of paper. And we as teachers helped them a little bit by giving them some useful German words, because this way, not only did they know what to ask their partners, but they also knew what to expect to be asked in return. So it really helped them prepare. In the classroom, we used a carousel model, so that the 7 students from the first group were the ones who were actually engaged in the speaking activity. So that was the main task. Their classmates from group 2 helped them. So in group 2, also student number 1 was paired to my student number 1. And he or she helped them, for example, when they got stuck and did not know what to say. It was very comforting for the speaking student that he or she was not alone in the task, and it was also very comforting for the helping student that he or she was only indirectly involved. Because when you think about speaking anxiety, they felt a lot more safe and certain in this way. The third group at that time was busy doing the pre-task and post-task activities. I explained pre-task already in the blind date example. A post-task activity is an activity where students are engaged in after the main activity. In this case, in the blind task case, they received information about their French partner, and they were supposed to make a presentation or write an article to present their partner, their French partner, to their own classmates, the Dutch classmates. One thing is important to mention. The pre-task and post-task activities were done largely autonomously. I was physically present in the class. They could have asked me things, but my attention was more directed to the virtual world part of the class most of the times.